Hello and welcome to this video. Following on from my previous video about the Kithguard command starter, Steamforged Games have just announced on this Warmachine Wednesday that there is now a new battle group. So let's take a quick look. So this will be the second release for the Southern Kriels Kithguard, and it is the battle group, which is two big boys with one warcaster. It's listed as coming soon, but we don't have an exact date as to when it would be. So the Kithguard battle group is led by Captain Malis Warmachine, and he is backed up by two ginormous trolls, the Jungle Troll and the Mistborn Dire Troll. There's not a lot of detail given as to what these are, however, we do have some shots of the models. The only shot we have of the Fel Captain is in the main battle group photo, but we can see that he's a little bit more shamanistic, I suppose is the way I would describe him. He looks like he's got a bird skull on his head, he's got his drum and he's beating it with that large padded stick that he's got raised in one hand. He's draped in furs, and I can even see some tartan there. Is he actually a cross between a Scottish kiltsman and also a shaman? What we do know is that at some point something has taken a bite out of his leg, because you can see that one of them is a mechanical replacement. The jacket is a bit like a World War II kind of military jacket as well. So overall, there's a whole bunch of influences that look like they're creeping in with this. The shaman side of it, possibly a Scotsman's kilt side of it, and also, like all of the other jungle fighters, the cloak for an old school aesthetic of a militaryman. But let's move on to the two trolls, because these are going to be available not only in this box set, but they are also going to be available individually as well. First up is the Mistborn Dire Troll. This guy looks like he's packing a long range punch rather than close combat. He does have a big bladed arm, however, I think the main purpose for him will be to use the huge cannon that's mounted on his back. There also seems to be options with this, so there's kind of like a Gatling gun, as well as the big bazooka type weapon that's on the top there. Also, there is a choice of heads, and much like I said with Command Starter Set, these big trolls kind of take the place of vehicles, so this is really a mobile weapons platform, hence why you have the huge guns on their backs being operated by other characters. We then have the Jungle Troll. This guy seems to me to be designed more for close combat, so you have an option to have a flamer and also a gun of some kind. I imagine that shoots pretty quick. It looks like it gets fed from a cartridge or a coil. You can just see it on the side there, and I imagine it shoots quite rapidly, but probably with quite a short range. But there is also an option which looks pretty cool, which looks a little bit more on the pirate side of things to me, a bit more like a Brine Blood Marauder, which is to have the two swords. This one is draped in furs and looks really cool. Well, actually, is he draped in them or is it growing out of him? I can't quite tell. I think actually that is his fur. He's a much furrier troll from what the others have been. I personally think out of the two, this is my favourite. I like the details, I like the version with the two swords, but I can see also that the flamer would be incredibly useful. That's not to say though that from a tactical point of view that the Dire Troll wouldn't be a much needed part of your force, offering some heavy support from a distance. I think this is a great set, and the fact that these trolls are going to be released on their own I think is absolutely brilliant, and I'm very impressed that Steamforged Games have managed to take what is quite a simple unit, it's just a big troll, and make them all look different and have different roles. What do you think? Let me know in the comments whether you like this, whether you like the trolls and the variety that the Southern Kriels are getting across their two forces. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.